Hello and welcome back. In this video, I want to talk about searching Family Search. I have talked about searching Ancestry, and they kind of work very similarly, but they have different records than each other. So if you think you have searched Ancestry or Family Search and you feel like I have no other place to look, please search the other websites because they do have some similar databases, but a lot of their databases are different. So if we go up here to search and click records, right here on the left side is usually where you put in the information of a person you're researching, but we're going to look over here. This is search by location. We're going to do this in another video. Right here, right today, I want to talk about find a collection. Now, you can use this in a couple different ways. You can type in land, and you can look down here, anything with the word land in it, or you could type in a state, and it'll show you everything that state has to offer. Or you can browse all published collections. And I like to do this because this is where you really learn what kind of databases there are out there, because sometimes, most of the time, you don't even realize what you can search or what is out there to search. So it's in alphabetical order. So it's going to start with Alabama, and you scroll down. Now, everything on the left here has a photograph. That means the file has photos of the databases. It's not like just a list. Like right here, you have a death index. It's just going to be lists of names, which is great and extremely useful. But when you have a camera, so this camera means that the picture is on Family Search. This camera with this little icon of a website behind it means it's an off-site website, which is fine. It'll bring you there. And a lot of times it's fold 3, especially if it has to do with this. So if I click this, it'll come down here and it's put in a last name. I always put Grant for last names in southern states because there's all kinds. Okay, here's one. So if I click here, see, the image is at a partner site. No problem. Let's click that image and it will automatically bring you to that other site. And here it is. It's fold 3, and here is my image, which is wonderful. Also here on the right side is a description. Here it is now on the left side, the description of what's in the image. So I'm looking at this image and I really want it in my collection and I want to attach it. I don't know who this guy is. I'm just using him as an example, but if this was my relative and this was his papers, I really want him. I want this. I can connect this. I can attach this to my person using the website, or this little tool down here is a snipping tool. So if you were to look it up, you can write in here, snipping tool, and it's going to pop up right here. Click this snipping tool. Once you click it, it goes dark like this. Okay, here's your little toolbox and new. So you see my little cross right here. I'm going to hold it, click and hold, pull down, let go. And it has clipped. And then I can do file, save. So I'm going to call it practice. And I'm going to save it wherever you save it. I'm going to put it on my desktop so that I can quickly access it. So when I go back to Family Search, let me get back there. I can take this and go to my family tree. And I can pick someone and attach this source to my person. So I can go to sources. I can do add source. And then this is how you add. And then you can pull up that picture, attach the picture, put all the information in, go back to fold 3 and type all that information in. Or you can attach it through the website. I personally like to snip and attach. I personally do not like a clickable link to an outside source, because if I click it and put it in, it's there forever. Sometimes links die. I've noticed that some links used to work and now they don't work anymore. So if you snip and put in, then you don't have to worry about it going anywhere. It'll be in there. So I want to go back to search records. And I want to show you, we're going to go back to browse all published collections. And I want to go down again and then show what it looks like. So, okay. So I opened up Alabama Freedmen's Bureau field offices. So this looks like to me a non-indexed collection database. So let's say you know for sure this is your family. Your family is going to be on here. You're going to have to, it looks like, let's see. I'm just clicking random things to get in. So this is what it is. It's a book and you're going to have to go through. It is not indexed. No indexes are available. That means that one day this will be indexed. That's why indexing is so important. But this has not been indexed yet. However, Family Search still makes these items available to us. However, you have to really know what you're looking for in order to find what you're looking for. I have gone through thousands and thousands of pages in these databases to find one document, and I tell you, it is worth it. So let's say you find somewhere else talking about this database or this record, and it says it's on page 305. Well, if you find this database, you can type in 305 and boom, you're on page 305. So these collections really work if you know definite information and are able to get in there and look. So there are tons and tons of different ways. So browse images, that means not indexed. So let's look at this. This is Argentina. Okay, so we're going to type in Garcia. Now this one has a photograph. So let's look at this one. Now it's a view image and it's on this website and it is indexed. Look down here. Here's all the indexed information on the bottom. So if you can't read Spanish, here it is all in English for you and you can scroll over and read all the indexed information. So the reason why I'm telling you this is because there's many different types of databases in Family Search. And you got to just play around with it. The more you play around and just type in names, you know, if it's North, I use Smith. If it's South, I use Grant. You know, if it's a Hispanic country, I use Garcia. More of the common name for that area. And you can just find so much stuff. So let's look up Michigan. Oops, it took me to a specific one. So if I type in Michigan and I don't hit enter, a drop-down menu comes and look at all these things that I can look at that only Family Search has. This is Family Search. This is not limiting you to this is all you have to research from. This is what Family Search is offering you. And you can go in here and pick what you want. So I highly suggest that you really check this out. Now there's another great place to search and it's called Wiki. It's right up here. You click Wiki. You can find Wiki in a couple different ways. If you go to search, it says research Wiki. It's fantastic. So if you get in here, click your continent. We're going to pick United States and we'll go to New York. So Wiki brings you, and I think I've talked about Wiki before, but Wiki is so important. Wiki is a collection of information on where you can find information, which sounds crazy, but it's so true. And a lot of these places are paid for, but if you're looking for someone and you're struggling to find them, go to Wiki because they are going to list resources that you didn't even think of. So I am here in New York. You can choose a county. Choose a county that you would like to pick. I'm going to look up Rensselaer County. A lot of my family is from Rensselaer County. And then I can go down here and on the left side, it shows all kinds of information for Rensselaer County. And then it goes down and then you can get even more specific. So Sand Lake, I have a lot of family in Sand Lake. And here's all the information you can find of. Look at this county map of Sand Lake. Oh, this is Rensselaer County, but with Sand Lake in it. But look at the historical map. Maps change. This is a huge resource and you can read. So a lot of times when you go to cemeteries, pay attention to names because the prominent names show up often. And those are usually the people who started that area. So if I look at this area in Sand Lake, I can look, there's pioneers, and you look at these names and you, maybe your names, your family names line up with these. And if they do, there are prominent people in that community. And then all of a sudden you're going to find books, especially in the Northeast, and you can find these books and all of a sudden your family tree is just blowing up. There is so much information in these areas and photos. I can spend days in Wiki alone. And this is just one town. So if I go back up here and I just look at the state, here's all the information I can look at from the state. Adoption records, those are always hard to find. You can click, get in there, obituaries. I highly suggest you, even if you just jot a couple names down and not really look for a specific person, but get into these searches that you can get into with Family Search and just explore. The more exploring you do, the more you learn. The more you learn, the better you will become at finding and doing your family history. I hope this helps. And if you have any questions, please contact me. Thank you.